Hi guys, welcome to another audio video elaborating Job 10 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say unto God, Do not condemn me. Shew me wherefore thou contendest with me. Is it good unto thee that thou shouldest oppress, that thou shouldest despise the work of thine hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked? Hast thou eyes of flesh, or seest thou as man seeth? Are thy days as the days of man? Are thy years as man's days? That thou enquirest after mine iniquity, and searchest after my sin? Thou knowest that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out of thine hand. Thine hands have made me and fashioned me together round about, yet thou dost destroy me. Remember, I beseech thee, that thou hast made me as the clay, and wilt thou bring me into dust again? Hast thou not poured me out as milk, and curdled me like cheese? Thou hast clothed me with skin and flesh, and hast fenced me with bones and sinews. Thou hast granted me life and favor, and thy visitation hath preserved my spirit. And these things hast thou hid in thine heart. I know that this is with thee. If I sin, then thou markest me, and thou wilt not acquit me from mine iniquity. If I be wicked, woe unto me, and if I be righteous, yet will I not lift up my head. I am full of confusion, therefore see thou mine affliction. For it increaseth, thou huntest me as a fierce lion, and again thou showest thyself marvelous upon me. Thou renewest thy witnesses against me, and increasest thine indignation upon me. Changes and war are against me. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out of the womb? Oh, that I had given up the ghost, and no eye had seen me. I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Cease then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Okay, so in this chapter we see where Job is now basically saying, okay, it's like he's actually hearing what his friends are saying, Bildad and Eliphaz, and because he's in a state where he's weakened, and you can just imagine the pain he's going through. So he's in a state of confusion, and he did say he's in a state of confusion because he wants to know what is happening, what exactly is happening. How can the Lord actually do this to him, and if the Lord will actually, if he's actually righteous or unrighteous in the sight of God, and what wicked he has done. He's asking God why he would actually cause this to happen to him, if it wouldn't have been better if he had not been born at all. And he's asking for God to take the burden from him also. So he's confused. You can see here that he's confused. And I guess that was the whole intent of the enemy, because the devil sent these friends, and he sent one and he replied to him. He sent all three of them actually. One began and Job rebuked him. The second spoke and Job rebuked him also. But at that point in time, I believe that even after saying all that he said and rebuked Bildad, then he was in a state of confusion because he was in constant pain and agony, and he was in total discomfort. So he's now wondering in himself now, did I really do something wrong? Yes, God, I know that you're the one that created everything. You created me. You created my bones. You created my flesh. You created everything. Right? And there's no one that can remove your hand, your work from me. So I'm asking you to take this from me. And when you look at that, you see that at times the people that we have around us can influence us and influence our thoughts. And not only that, I mean, even the people that are most adept to their Christian beliefs and they're most solidified within their Christian faith, they too can be discouraged by those that they have around them, because these are people that you trust. And so we need to be very careful. I've said this time and time again, we need to be very careful of the people that we have around us, the people that we acquaint ourselves with, the people that we take counsel from, okay? Because they can influence us. They can influence our emotions. They can influence our thought patterns. They have an influence on us. And so we need to ensure that we surround ourselves with the right people. And so that, and I guess there's never a way to know, especially in a circumstance, especially in a situation like this that Job is in, because this is something that's kind of one off in a way, because it's not something that really happens a lot. I mean, there was leprosy, and leprosy was similar to it, but this is somewhat different than leprosy. Hence the reason why they went up to him. They stood afar off, but they still went to him. And if you were a leper, you couldn't be near people any at all, and people wouldn't come to greet you. People wouldn't come in your presence. So that alone speaks that they knew it was not leprosy. In some way or form, they knew that it wasn't leprosy. They did stay away off, but they still knew that it wasn't leprosy, unless they would not have gone. Alright, so they were not being great friends. And we need to ensure that we put up a shield of protection around ourselves, to kind of just have that, I don't want to say evacuative, because I'm inclined to say that. Yeah, I'm sorry. But we need to ensure that we have that sorry guys, word is failing me right now, I don't know why, but we need to ensure that we have that reinforcement to actually keep us grounded and rooted in whatever we believe in. We need to ensure that we have that kind of reinforcement in the friends that we have, in the conversations that we have, in everything that we foster within our lives, so that when a time comes where we're in a confused state, then we'll actually have some good counsel to depend on, someone who has good counsel to give. And so we won't be discouraged, but we'll be encouraged in what we're actually going through, so that we can actually prevail. Because yes, we know that God has our backs, but we're humans, and sometimes we need a little encouragement from someone that is there. We need that emotional support at times, okay? And so for those who need that emotional support, we need to ensure that we surround ourselves with the right people that will be able to do just that for us. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Obviously I'm kind of tired, more tired than I even realized, but I'm trying and I'm pushing forward. Alright guys, so remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.